This is Dalubuhle School at the top of Riordan. This is a school that most of you don't know exists. All the children here come from Chitambeni. This is the shack community behind me. There's virtually 2,000 shacks here with no electricity and no running water. And most of these children come from these shacks. Some of them don't have parents, some of them live with their grandmother. They have a small walk over here to Dalubuhle Primary School. This is 3,000 square meters, but holds 390 children. There are 9 classes, 60 in a class. It's summer now, but it's not too hot today. But on a boiling hot day, they all want to drink. This is the water fountain for the entire school. Now, there'd normally be a queue of 380, but it wouldn't be much of a queue because there'd be a bit of a maul going on here that would even put the All Blacks to shame, let alone the world champion South Africa. There's no sporting facilities here at all. This is the playground situated in the centre, and this is how they entertain themselves. Now, these children have no advantages. They're stuck in a cycle of poverty. Now, the Kusasa project aims to improve their opportunities to a greater future through the assistance in creating resources, facilities, volunteers, and with the money that we've raised so far, we've been able to supply reading materials for all 380 children to try and assist them with learning English. We've managed to buy the entire school fleeces. In the winter, the kids are coming here freezing cold. Most of them just have a jersey or even a shirt, so we've managed to buy them all fleeces. We are in the most popular eating house in Franschhoek. This used to be an old store cupboard full of rubbish where you couldn't even open the door. But we cleared it out and has converted it into a kitchen that now supplies 140,000 meals a year. All of those meals are served on time, unlike Colcaccios, and there is no service charge. Now, my fellow trustee, Dave Riordan, will tell you further about this kitchen.
We've named this kitchen the Kusasa Project Breakfast Evenkile. My trustee, Doug, had a little bit of trouble with the spelling, and we had to modify it after the case. And Doug does come here for his second breakfast every day. We noticed in the mornings when we would come and our volunteers would come to read that the children were very sluggish and they were tired and they were having trouble concentrating. We discussed this with Melvin King, the prep head at Bridge House, and also Karen Prothro, who's a nutritionist in town. And we determined through conversations with them that the kids needed breakfast. We asked the children how many of them actually came to school with breakfast, and about 90% of them did not have anything to eat when they came to school. So we issued a challenge to our grade 6 dream team to create the breakfast club to see if they could actually feed 350 of their classmates. As a result of that, the team, both the volunteers and the paid staff, have been feeding 350 kids every day. The results have been pretty startling according to the educators, in that the children are much more aware, much more alert. I think we recognize that the children are asking more questions now in our reading classes. And then what this has also allowed is the children to get a meal just before they go home, as opposed to getting a meal only in the middle of the morning, which is what they used to do. So the nutritional element of this is hugely important to the educational achievements of the children.
Who can tell me the 2 types of machines? 2 types of machines.
My name is Zanele Jacobs. I'm teaching grade 5 Xhosa, technology and arts and culture. There are 62 learners in this classroom.
Linkages. Linkages, all right.
The idea is to get as broad an exposure to both academics, sports, clubs, as possible, working closely with the teachers and the educators and local people, many of whom are happy to give their time and have never had the opportunity before to get involved with children. We've got an art program which has been hugely successful with a group of students with 3 local artists, including a local artist that lives in the township here. We've also got a chess club started with Barry Phillips from the Tatler. And the idea that we found is the kids are very, very eager to learn and will spend as much time as possible with us, and actually are coming to us to ask for more and more and more.
Wednesday afternoons we do football and netball. All the footballs, all the football boots, all the netballs, they're all supplied by the Kusasa project through the support of the donors we've got here. We go and play football on a field which is even dangerous for cows to graze on, but the type of football and the standard of football they're playing is amazing. This country should win the World Cup one day.
This is Dalubuhle, grade 5, for the big music night.
She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na.
This is one of the true heroines of Franschhoek, Mrs. Ndaba, 63-year-old grandmother who built this house stroke creche with her own bare hands. And she's turned this into a nursery or a creche where up to 60 children under the age of 3 come every day and are looked after by Mrs. Ndaba. She receives 750 Rand a month for this from Famine Focus. Most of these kids' parents either both work. We're making sure that these children have a safe environment to go in during the daytime and where they can get a foundation, a basic education, a little bit of a start. Mrs. Ndaba, tell us, when did you first build this house? How long ago?
I make it at 2004.
2004?
Yeah, when I'm starting make this years.
And where did you get all the materials to make this house?
Materials is, I make myself. I have myself and wanted all material myself.
And who painted this house?
What?
Who painted the house?
Myself.
You did? You did as well?
Yeah.
And who cemented the floors?
It's mine.
No, tell me the truth.
Sure. True. Make myself.
And the most amazing thing about this lady is 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, 60 children, nappies under the age of 3. This lady never stops smiling. And we brought a lot of people in here, friends from overseas, even local people. And when you walk out of this building, many of those people have been tearful, have been crying, not because they feel sorry for her or because they feel sorry for the children, but it's such an uplifting, amazing experience to come in and see these kids, the warmth of the kids, the happiness of the kids, and the wonderful spirit of the women who, Mrs. Ndaba and her daughter, who run this place. It really is a very, very powerful experience to come here. So please, give Dave or I a ring, and we'll bring you here for an emotional trip of a lifetime.
She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na.